Welcome back, everyone, to Raiders headquarters, your Vegas Nation crew here. Cassie, Soto, and Vinny Bonsignore here for the first day of Raiders joint practices with the New England Patriots. An exciting time for the Raiders. Vinny finally able to go against some new faces, see some new schemes. What did you make of the first day of joint practices?
The Raider offense has a chance to be really, really good. And that was without Darren Waller out there, by the way. The connections, and there were a handful of them, some of the oohing and awing, if there were fans out here, that's what the reaction would have been between Derek Carr and Davante Adams. There were, talking to some New England Patriot reporters, they were just marveling at how good that combination looked, and that doesn't even get into Hunter Renfrow and Derek Carr and some others. It was a really good day for this Raiders offense, working against what's traditionally a pretty complicated, intricate New England Patriot defense that's going to try to do things, all sorts of things, to confuse you and throw you off. But I thought that the command that Derek Carr had at the line of scrimmage and his connection with Davante Adams and others really offered some clues and a glimpse into how good this offense can truly be.
Yeah, and we won't hear from Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels until tomorrow on Wednesday, but this has to be a pretty cool moment, a full circle moment really for him to be holding these joint practices at his new facility against his old team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Bill Belichick being out here, his mentor, somebody that he learned from and under for all those years, to have his own program here. And just hearing Bill Belichick talk about not just Josh McDaniels, but everything the Raiders have going on for themselves here in Las Vegas, from this practice facility that's right behind us to Allegiant Stadium just up the road. For Belichick, who is very economical in his words, to kind of go on and on about how good things are, I'm not so sure he's not sending a message to Robert Kraft to maybe build something like this out in New England.
Yeah, I asked him about the facilities. He called it the Taj Mahal,
yes.
Vinny. So pretty good praise there.
Digging deep into his dictionary there, too. I didn't think that Bill Belichick had that in him, but he does, obviously.
It's 2 words, so one more word than we would have usually got.
Exactly. We're moving on to Taj Mahal.
Yes. Well, as far as day 2 goes on Wednesday, what are we expecting to see? I know the fights, right, were a big topic. There was no fights on Tuesday, but it's hot out here, tempers can get a little high. How do they keep things cool, calm, and collected here for day 2?
Well, I think that, Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels obviously got together, and said, that, hey, let's talk to our teams, let's squash any of that before any of it happens. And also, when you look at the calendar, we're so close to the regular season. I think that teams really just want to get the work in, get some quality work in, because that finish line to the regular season is coming up pretty fast. So they don't want all the shenanigans and everything. I will say this, though. I do expect the Patriots defense, not that they didn't show fight today, but the Raiders kind of had their way with them. So I would imagine that the Patriots offense is going to go over to the hotel that they're staying at not too far from here, and especially that defense, and kind of regroup and come up with a better effort. And that might lead to maybe not so much fighting and shenanigans, but I think it's going to be pretty emotional tomorrow.
Well, Tuesday was also the deadline, Vinny, for the Raiders to cut their roster from 85 to 80. We know on Monday that the Raiders traded backup quarterback Nick Mullins, and they cut running back Kenyon Drake. What other moves did they have to make to get under to that 80 limit?
Well, they also put Jordan Jenkins, the linebacker that they had just signed last week, on IR. So there's 3 to get you to 82. And then today they released wide receiver Chris Lacey and cornerback Chris Jones. That makes 5 to 80, and that's where the Raiders stand right now.
All right, well, we will be back here on Wednesday for day 2 of joint practices for the Raiders again as they prepare for that Friday matchup at Allegiant Stadium for the preseason. For more Raiders news, head on over to vegasnation.com. He is Vinny Bonsignore. I'm Cassie Soto. We'll see you soon.